When we talk about life after death, one thing that almost everyone agrees on is the concept of hell and heaven. Have you ever wondered if your favorite characters would make it to heaven or hell? Some people aren't just good or bad, they're a mix of both. We're talking about one of the most controversial characters in Dragon Ball history, the proud Saiyan Prince. We'll look at all the good and bad things Vegeta's done, score them on the celestial scale to find out if he's earned his way to heaven or is still stuck on the road to hell, and will his redemption overshadow his sin? Vegeta's early actions in Dragon Ball Z cemented his reputation as one of the most ruthless and prideful warriors in the galaxy. His quest for power and immortality led him to commit numerous atrocities that left a trail of destruction. Let's explore more of his darkest deeds during this period. 1. Destruction of planet Arlia. Before Vegeta even arrived on Earth, his destructive tendencies were on full display. Alongside Nappa, he landed on planet Arlia, a world caught in a civil war. The Saiyan duo quickly intervened, brutally killing both factions for their amusement. Afterward, Vegeta destroyed the entire planet with a single attack, showing no remorse for the countless lives lost. After Nappa was defeated by Goku during the Saiyan saga, Vegeta deemed him useless and heartlessly killed him. Nappa had been his ally for years, yet Vegeta showed no loyalty or compassion. Instead, he viewed weakness as an unforgivable flaw and punished it without hesitation. During the Namek saga, Vegeta's hunt for the Dragon Balls drove him to new lows. He attacked and killed countless innocent Namekians, destroying entire villages. This wasn't just about obtaining the Dragon Balls, it was also a display of his superiority. Even when he didn't need to kill, Vegeta did so to assert dominance, cementing his fearsome reputation. Although it can be argued that Frieza's forces were far from innocent, Vegeta's betrayal of Zarbon and Dodoria during his time on Namek was another act of selfishness. While initially working alongside them, Vegeta killed them both when they no longer served his interests. His cunning and treachery were clear indicators that, at this point, Vegeta only cared about his own goals. During the Saiyan saga, after Goku proved to be a formidable opponent, Vegeta transformed into a Great Ape. In his monstrous form, he caused massive destruction and attempted to obliterate the planet itself. Even when the battle turned against him, Vegeta continued to fight with the intent to destroy Earth if he couldn't win. Vegeta's time on Namek was also marked by his ruthless elimination of opponents like Kui and Jace, members of Frieza's army. While these kills were strategic, they were also a reminder of Vegeta's brutal efficiency and lack of remorse. Vegeta didn't just defeat his enemies, he made sure they wouldn't get another chance to fight. Before the climactic battle against Goku, Vegeta made it clear that he had no interest in sparing Earth or its defenders. His arrogance and threats toward characters like Krillin, Gohan, and Yajirobe demonstrated his disdain for anyone he considered weak. This constant intimidation and violent intent only added to his early reputation as a merciless villain. Vegeta, under the influence of Babidi dark magic as Majin Vegeta, commits one of his most heinous acts. In a shocking demonstration of his malice, he unleashes a devastating Big Bang attack on the packed stadium audience during the 25th World Martial Arts Tournament. This senseless act of violence causes an unknown number of casualties, likely in the hundreds. While the victims are later revived by the Dragon Balls, this does not diminish the gravity of the act or Vegeta's culpability. During the events of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Vegeta and Goku overpower Golden Frieza using their Super Saiyan Blue forms. In a moment of hubris, Vegeta taunts Frieza over his defeat, unaware of Frieza's contingency plan to destroy Earth. While Frieza's actions are his own, Vegeta's arrogance indirectly enables the destruction. Vegeta does not intend for Earth's demise, but his failure to act decisively against Frieza in this critical moment results in catastrophe. Majin Vegeta is a persona born when Vegeta succumbs to the Majin mind manipulation spell cast by the evil wizard, Babidi. This spell causes Vegeta to regress to his bloodthirsty and ruthless nature, leading to numerous heinous acts. Among these is his assault on his own son Trunks and Goku's son Goten, who are only 8 and 7 years old at the time. While under the Majin spell, Vegeta also massacres hundreds of civilians in his obsessive desire to fight Goku. Despite his descent into darkness, Vegeta ultimately resists the spell's control, demonstrating his inner strength. In a redemptive moment, he sacrifices himself in a desperate attempt to destroy Majin Buu and protect his loved ones. Majin Vegeta's story is a tragic blend of sin and redemption, epitomized by the ominous M on his forehead, a symbol of his struggle against Babidi's influence. During the Android and Cell sagas, Vegeta's arrogance as a newly ascended Super Saiyan blinds him to the potential consequences of his actions. His decision to allow Cell to absorb Android 18 purely to satisfy his desire for a greater challenge, directly leads to the birth of Perfect Cell. This act results in widespread devastation and numerous deaths, further cementing Vegeta's hubristic tendencies during this era. These actions defined Vegeta's early days as a tyrant. However, they also set the stage for his transformation into one of Dragon Ball's greatest characters. Vegeta's transformation from a ruthless Saiyan warrior to someone capable of heroism began slowly. His early days were all about selfish goals. But things started to shift during the Frieza saga. This was the first time we saw Vegeta's pride challenged and a glimpse of something more beneath the surface. One of Vegeta's first steps toward heroism was his role in the fight against Frieza, the galactic tyrant who enslaved and destroyed the Saiyan race. While Vegeta's motives were still rooted in revenge and self-interest, his actions ultimately helped the Z fighters. By sharing crucial information about Frieza's power and helping weaken the tyrant's forces, Vegeta set the stage for Goku's ultimate battle. A standout moment came when Vegeta confronted Frieza and revealed the truth about his tragic past. Frieza's role in wiping out the Saiyan race and manipulating Vegeta fueled the prince's rage. His attempt to fight Frieza alone showed his courage, even if it was futile. Vegeta's death in this arc was heartbreaking, but it marked the first time he showed vulnerability and remorse. His tears, as he begged Goku to avenge the Saiyan race, were unforgettable. During the Frieza saga, Vegeta made an uncharacteristic move by protecting Gohan and Krillin from the Ginyu Force, particularly Rikum. While he could have left them to fend for themselves, Vegeta joined forces with them to fight the elite squad. Though his motivation was partially to defeat Frieza's strongest warriors, this marked one of the first times Vegeta fought alongside others for a shared cause. When Frieza began transforming into his more powerful forms, Vegeta fought him multiple times, knowing he was outmatched. These efforts helped buy time for Goku to recover from his injuries and for others to strategize. Even though Vegeta's pride often motivated him to take on fights he couldn't win, his willingness to engage with Frieza repeatedly played a crucial role in the saga's progression. Vegeta's fierce determination to bring down Frieza wasn't just about revenge, it was also about avenging the countless Saiyans Frieza had exterminated. While this act stemmed from pride, it showed a sense of loyalty and a deep connection to his heritage. Vegeta carried the weight of his race's destruction and sought justice for them, even if he paid with his life. Vegeta wasn't a hero yet, but this saga showed the first cracks in his villainous armor. His actions were still fueled by his pride and quest for revenge, but they hinted at the possibility of redemption. After the Frieza saga, Vegeta's path to redemption started to take shape. He became more than just a rival to Goku. He began to develop relationships, show compassion, and for the first time, fight for reasons beyond his pride. When Vegeta arrived on Earth after the Frieza saga, his motives were still selfish. He wanted to surpass Goku, no matter the cost. However, living among the people of Earth, his character started to evolve. Vegeta's relationship with Bulma played a huge role in this transformation. While he initially dismissed her and others around him, their bond grew, and eventually, Vegeta became a husband and father. His love for his son, Trunks, marked a significant turning point in his character. One of Vegeta's most heroic moments came during the Android saga. Despite his pride, he put himself on the line to protect Earth against Android 19 and 20. Later, during the Cell saga, Vegeta's actions were a mix of pride and care. Though his arrogance led to Cell's transformation into his perfect form, his grief when Trunks was attacked showed the deep love he had developed for his family. However, the biggest test of Vegeta's redemption came during the Majin Buu saga. When Babidi tried to take control of Vegeta, the Saiyan prince made the deliberate choice to let himself be possessed. This allowed him to unlock greater power, but at the cost of his morality. Vegeta fought Goku in one of the most intense battles of the series, but his true moment of redemption came when he sacrificed himself to stop Majin Buu. In an emotional scene, Vegeta told Trunks how proud he was to be his father, before sacrificing his life for Earth. Even after being resurrected, Vegeta continued to fight to protect Earth. His rivalry with Goku shifted into a partnership, and he became one of the planet's greatest defenders. In the Tournament of Power, Vegeta's resolve to fight for his family and his universe showcased just how far he'd come. This period of Vegeta's life is where his actions began to outweigh his sins. His love for his family, willingness to protect others, and ultimate sacrifices set him apart as a true hero. Now let's tally up all his actions, both the good and the bad, and figure out if he's on his way to heaven or hell. Final calculation: sinfulness, total, plus 415 points. Heroism plus redemption. Total plus 420 points. Verdict: heaven. Despite his early sins, Vegeta's redemption and heroic deeds outweigh his misdeeds. Over the course of the series, Vegeta grew from a selfish, destructive Saiyan prince into a devoted family man and a selfless protector of Earth. His willingness to sacrifice himself, fight for others, and confront his own flaws earns him a place in heaven. So, what do you think? Did Vegeta deserve this verdict? Or do you believe his early sins were too severe to overlook? Share your thoughts in the comments below and what character you would like us to cover next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join us next time as we put another legendary character to the ultimate test. Until then, keep your halo shiny. See ya.